President Joe Biden ordering airstrikes in the Middle East, a response that officials are hoping walks the line between showing force, preempting further attacks, and not escalating the already intense conflict. It's a difficult balance. Fox 5's Lissette Nunez joins us now with everything that is happening in the Middle East, and it's a lot. Good morning, Lissette.
It sure is, Dan. Good morning. The Biden administration also facing criticism for their response. Some lawmakers would like the U.S. to strike Iran directly. Meanwhile, the Iranian Foreign Ministry condemning the U.S. attacks against Yemen, Iraq, and Syria, warning this will lead to further escalation.
Video shows the U.S. and Britain carrying out large-scale airstrikes on 36 Houthi targets at 13 sites in Yemen. This taking place after the U.S. also struck other Iran-backed militias in Iraq and Syria. The strikes are in retaliation after 3 U.S. troops were killed at a base in Jordan.
We intend to take additional strikes and additional action to continue to send a clear message that the United States will respond when our forces are attacked or people are killed.
The action is also meant to prevent further attacks on U.S. commercial cargo ships on the Red Sea. The Houthis, who are backed by Iran, have been harassing cargo ships and U.S. Navy warships for months since the start of the Israel-Hamas war. The U.S. has not directly targeted Iran.
Iran is certainly ultimately complicit because they provide the weapons, they provide the training, they provide the funding. In some cases, they probably provide some targeting assistance.
The U.S. is attempting to strike a balance between defending itself and further escalating the conflict in the Middle East. But some critics believe Iran will see this strategy as a sign of weakness.
What happens when we say, well, we're going to strike targets in Iraq and Syria, we're not going to strike targets in Iran? That gives them aid and comfort. That's not a good thing to do.
Meanwhile, negotiations for a ceasefire are ongoing in an effort to release more hostages. Under the bipartisan Senate package, there is $14 billion in military aid for Israel and humanitarian assistance to civilians caught in the conflict in Gaza. Dan?
And that could be complicated. Thank you very much, Lissette.